So as we were saying, fear exists only in relationship with some other thing. Otherwise there is no fear. Related to the past, the memory of the past, pain, and not wanting that the repetition of the pain tomorrow or today. Relation to something that has happened. And what is fear? It says, you have had pain yesterday. That's obvious, you have had it. Or there is some hope tomorrow, which might not come about. So, there is fear of yesterday, there is fear of tomorrow. How does that fear come about? Right? You are asking the question, not I. So you are working hard. I've had pain yesterday, obviously. And there is the memory of it, and not wanting it again tomorrow. How does fear come into this? Thinking about the pain of yesterday, thinking the memory of yesterday's pain projects the fear of tomorrow, of having pain again tomorrow. So thought brings about fear, right? No? You're following this? Thought. Thought brings about fear, breeds fear, and also thought cultivates pleasure. To understand fear, you must also understand pleasure, because they're interrelated. Without understanding one, you can't understand the other. Which is, you can't say, I must have only pleasure and no fear. Because fear is the other side of the coin, which is called pleasure. Right? We are following each other? So, there was pleasure yesterday, sexual or different kinds of pleasures. You think about it. The image, chew the cud of pleasure, which is thinking about it. And you may not have it tomorrow. So thought engenders fear. Right? I think that's fairly clear, isn't it? So thought not only sustains pleasure, also nourishes fear. And thought has separated itself as the analyzer. The thing to be analyzed is also part of thought. So it is playing tricks upon itself. So then the question is, if thought is doing all this, thought that refuses to examine the hidden unconscious fears, the thought that has set the analyzer separate from the thing to be analyzed, thought that has brought in time as a means of escaping fear, but sustaining fear, and thought also nourishing pleasure, which has nothing whatsoever to do with joy, because joy is not the product of thought. It is not pleasure. You can cultivate pleasure. You can think about it endlessly and derive great pleasure. But you can't do that with joy. The moment you do that, it has gone. It's become something from which you derive pleasure, and therefore which you are afraid to lose. So thought is responsible for both pleasure, pain, fear. And also thought is afraid of being completely lonely. Thought has already condemned it. And so thought invents a way of escaping from that loneliness through various forms of religious entertainments or cultural something or other. The everlasting search for deeper and wider dependencies. So thought is responsible. Then what is one to do? You understand all this, I hope. What is one to do when one realizes that thought, which is a response of memory to any challenge, minor or major, which sustains both pleasure and fear. These are all facts, not the speaker's invention or his peculiar philosophy or theory. These are absolute, daily, observable facts